Hey guys, this is Devin. I'm doing a 1 versus 4 very hard. This actually took me, I think, 5.5 hours to figure out a good strategy. Um, if you've watched my 1 versus 2 insane, it's kind of the same strategy, but instead of all Terran, I'm actually doing all Protoss. Just because Protoss, they don't get a ranged really very quickly. So I'm doing it pretty much because they have the Zealots and they have to actually run up to the cannons. Unlike Tyrion, where they have the Marines that can shoot at a distance. Pretty much what we're doing, we're going to put the first pylon out in the ramp. This is because if you put a pylon actually in the area, they'll actually work harass you. Pretty much we're going to do, we'll put the forge out there as well, and then we're going to put 2 cannons on each side of the ramp, and that's just to keep workers away from this pylon that I placed on top. And then from there we're going to expand out and go straight for the bases. Pretty much the key is I've done this a lot of times. I did this same strategy a couple times, but it failed a couple. I think the big difference is I actually place this pylon here in the middle, just so I can get cannons in the middle of the platform. I think keeping the cannons in the middle of the platform is kind of important, just so it keeps all 4 players kind of away from you, because they'll actually start macroing them back and forth like that, and pretty much from there it's just build. Insane and 4 are the only ones I've done. If anyone wants, I guess, a tutorial how I did the other ones, you can leave a comment and I'll knock one out. I've gotten all of them done so far, so. But pretty much what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep I kind of want to get cannons on that Vespian gas vent to slow down their gas collection, just to keep just try to minimize stalkers, and since stalkers actually have range.
But even as the civil trial begins, Kilsuli acts like he is in complete control.
Another thing I've done that's made mistakes is actually placing cannons kind of too far from each other and not paying attention. You actually end up losing a lot more resources than you need to. I actually think, during this game I actually need to build a second base because it went so long, 25 minutes. So just make sure you pay attention to that, so you don't run out of minerals and waste 15-20 minutes on a potential win. So.
And she started to cry, and then the other workers started crying, and then I started to cry. And we turned around, and all the coil workers they were crying. New Revlon just bitten. It's the first 2-in-1 lip stain and balm. The lip stain gives me a light flush of color.
This video is probably, or I guess this match was probably one of the hardest. I think Insane only took me maybe 3 hours roughly to get a good strategy. But I've been working on this 1v4 very hard for I think like 5.5 hours now. So I think it's a lot harder than Insane. This is probably the hardest one.
Cymbalta is not approved for children under 18. People taking MAOIs or thyroidazine or with uncontrolled glaucoma should not take Cymbalta.
Another thing I think I messed up on a lot of them is you need to like evenly distribute cannons. You know, like keep pushing on each direction, so that way one player doesn't overpower you at one point, because that happened a lot, or they would just come in and wipe out all my cannons to the other side. Try to separate them so they can't like combine one big army. Another big thing.
Side effects include nausea, dry mouth, and constipation. Talk to your doctor and go to Cymbalta.com to learn about an offer to help you get started. Depression hurts. Cymbalta.
So that's pretty much it. It's a pretty long game.
Find out who the bleep you know. Facebook.com/investigation-discovery. Does your husband have a hard time filling out a my name is tag?
Pretty much after this is just, I mean, I ended up getting them to GG. But yeah, this is where I went ahead and built my second base. Just because my mineral vents were getting low, and I didn't know how much longer this was actually going to last, because for the longest time their bases were actually down, so I figured they were expanding somewhere. I believe it's green and yellow, since there was the down ramp on that far side, but they end up not expanding, so which saved me a lot more time.
Well, MetLife thinks so. That's why now there's the Good For You rate. With the Good For You rate, it only costs around $20 a month for term life coverage. It's our way of saying, you're the man. Or maybe you're the woman. The really sensible woman who should only have to pay around $19 a month. You could even get $500,000 in coverage for less than $30 a month. Yeah, we think it's high time common sense was rewarded as a monumental achievement. So call 1-877-250-8662 and let the celebration begin. Getting life insurance has never been simpler, with no pressure and zero hassle. Just call 1-877-250-8662 and let MetLife make a big deal out of you. Call 1-877-250-8662 and see if you're eligible for the Good For You rate.
Next Wednesday on Who the Bleep Did I Marry? Donna met the man of her dreams on the internet. James had this confidence about him, but her charming Australian husband became front page news. I was furious that I had been betrayed. Then on an all-new Very Bad Men, a troubled teen goes on a fatal shooting spree.
None of the kids had ever said anything negative to him.
I couldn't believe that it was Michael.
Who the Bleep Did I Marry? Followed by an all-new Very Bad Men. Next Wednesday starting at 10, only on Investigation Discovery.
I get 2 players to GG right there. I believe green shortly follows. Yep. And then red, I end up just pushing him back. But if you need a tutorial or on any other ones, any other outmatched, I've done them all. I can always go back and do another one. Like I said, this one was the hardest one I encountered. But good luck, and I'll see you all next time.